It's November 20th, 2025. And if you're applying to medical school next year, you need to be thinking about one of the most overlooked things that needs to be on your application. Doubly true if you plan to work with children in your medical specialty. I am, of course, talking about play. One of the mistakes people make when they're trying to become a doctor, when they're trying to get into medical school, when they're in medical school, is that they totally neglect the faculty of play. I'm a psychiatrist and I see what that does to people. It's not good. Human beings have an innate need to play, to relax. Play is one of the primary mechanisms by which we learn things as children. If you're going to work with kids, if you're going to be a pediatrician, if you're going to be a pediatric psychiatrist, a pediatric surgeon, one of the principal ways you're going to be able to put kids at ease and connect with them is by playing with them. Just the other day, I did a pediatric emergency psychiatry shift dressed as Morpheus. But doc, why were you dressed as Morpheus? Homie, I'm a pediatric psychiatrist. Why would I not be dressed as Morpheus? So how do you bring that out on your med school application? A couple different ways. Number one, you need to be tracking what gets you excited about medicine. Not just why you're qualified, not just how you explored it, not just what you want to do with your profession or the people you want to serve. You have got to keep track of what makes you excited about it. Children are excited about their play. And at some level, there needs to be an enthusiasm, an excitement, a playfulness about how you think about your profession. I'm not saying it's a joke, but it's important to communicate where you find joy in the things that you do. Second, your hobbies actually matter on the application. It doesn't matter if it was competitive or non-competitive, and it's not that important specifically what your hobbies are, but you gotta have some. And you want to be able to speak about them in a coherent way. Again, talking about what gets you excited about it, what you've learned from it. Number three, sometimes you're at interview and you get a question like, teach me the most important thing about your research as if I were 5 years old. People freak out about these questions because they think there's a right answer. There's not a right answer, but there is a right way to answer. And that is to be playful, to have fun with questions that are fun. If you were an animal, what animal would you be? Even beyond specific questions like that, sometimes you're with an interviewer and they're asking you questions that don't have an answer or it's really hard to answer. Maybe they're challenging you. Don't be afraid. Nobody thinks that you're gonna have the perfect answer to things. Be playful with it. Be creative. Have some fun. Be willing to explore the gray areas of things with your interviewer. You are demonstrating your ability to be playful in those moments. Later on, when you're in med school, you need to practice the skill of play anytime you see a pediatric patient. Don't start off with what brings you in, 4-year-old. If you come in and you see them playing, oh, what's that? Or just sit down. Maybe that's overwhelming. Just sit down next to them and see what they're doing. That's diagnostic information. Do they involve you in their play? Do they not? Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but at every stage of medical training, play matters. Embrace it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go dress up as Morpheus.